Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I'm here to complete an assignment for my LEAP class in art policy and advocacy. And today I'm here to advocate for arts education. I will be presenting a policy brief that I've created in a past assignment in advocating arts education. So, in the action needed, I have that we need to support this Elementary and Secondary Education Act to continue to provide our children in their school systems with critical thinking skills, tolerance, cultural awareness, teamwork, building activities, because this is important in youth activities and building critical thinking skills. By supporting this ESEA Act, Colorado will continue to strengthen its education systems and assist in keeping creativity and innovation in access to their children. And by this Elementary and Secondary Education Act is part of the No Child Left Behind Act that was completed and passed in 2002. And this is a branch of the No Child Left Behind Act, which in turn created standards of education in the public school system. And after passing this act, the No Child Left Behind Act, arts education has kind of fallen to the wayside because STEM and all these other core curriculums have been ruled as more important because the arts are something that they don't need to be involved in. And I'm here to advocate for arts education, and it needs to be part of the education system because it has all these branches that it reaches out into, and it allows for children to access all these other different skill sets. So arts education allows for children to improve critical thinking skills at a young age. And it also encourages them to make connections between people that have differences from them. So it builds their tolerance, and despite disabilities or other differences, art has proved that through arts education, it allows them to be more accepting of these differences and allowing them to connect and create together an environment where everybody interprets things differently and encourages them to talk about it. Arts is not something that one person makes something and they all have to look like that, unlike other subjects within school. And by encouraging the youth to be involved in arts education programming, it has a circular effect on the creative district that's currently within the Colorado communities. And this is something that we can see in mural work that's downtown or different arts programming that is surrounded in this area. So a little background on this Arts Education Act. Like I said, it's a branch of the No Child Left Behind Act that was created in 2002, and arts education has kind of fallen to the wayside since this has happened because the focus is on the STEM sections of curriculum because they think that arts are not something that you can progress in or have any effect on other things, and that's not true. Arts education has been found to, again, require children to be more tolerant of differences and allow them to ask questions. And this also improves their trial and error processes and allows them to fail in a creative way, not so harshly. It's not as graded and harsh on the standards. So it allows for them to grow personally and with their team building, and also arts education and arts history education allows for them to be more culturally aware. And I think this is something that's very important in our youth today in such a critical and judgmental world. It's important to raise children that are aware of what's going on in the world and the differences that we have between everyone. And I think this is why it's important to keep arts education within the school system and not let it fall to the wayside with everything else, because it is important. It does have effects on other things in addition to just let's paint a picture. And in the creative district of Colorado, it's such a big part of this community, and the outlets provide not only an economic investment within the community, as well as contributing to the aesthetics within the community that allow it to have this welcoming atmosphere that Fort Collins has so strongly. So I'm again here to advocate for arts education and to encourage the Colorado governor to continue to support arts education within its school system and its community, because it has more cultivating aspects. It's something that needs to be applied within the community to keep the creativity thriving and active.